The Lord be with you. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew. While Jesus was speaking, an official came forward, knelt down before him, and said, "My daughter has just died, but come, lay your hand on her, and she will live." Jesus rose and followed him, and so did his disciples. A woman suffering hemorrhages for 12 years came up behind him and touched the tassel on his cloak. She said to herself, "If only I can touch his cloak, I shall be cured." Jesus turned around and saw her and said, "Courage, daughter, your faith has saved you." And from that hour, the woman was cured. When Jesus arrived at the official's house and saw the flute players and the crowd were making a commotion, he said, "Go away, the girl is not dead but sleeping." And they ridiculed him. When the crowd was put out, he came and took her by the hand, and the little girl arose. And news of this spread throughout all that land. The Gospel of the Lord. Praise be Jesus and Mary. Courage, daughter, your faith has saved you. Brothers and sisters, in our Gospel today, we have two miracles and two persons who really go against all odds to be able to receive the grace from Jesus. And it is not easy, really, to have faith, especially when all hope seems to loss. No? Mahirap ang pagtuo kapag dumarating yung pagkakataon na para bang wala nang way out, wala nang labasan. No? And at the same time, just like also what Jesus received, no? Jesus was ridiculed. No? He was persecuted, no? For going there, no? Because he said, "The girl is not dead but sleeping." No? So, even in our life, as a Catholic, as a Christian, no? Sometimes we enter the dark night of the senses. No? Of course, the dark night of the soul is for those already in the high level of spirituality. But sometimes, or most of the times, God gives us the opportunity to enter the dark night in our life. No? Why? In order to see, in order that our faith may bright. No? Yung ating pagtuo maging tunay, hindi 295, hindi tinuod na pagtuo. No? Because if everything in our life is easy, if everything is in our life go against what we plan, what we project, no? Sometimes that is the occasion that our faith loses its glamour. Our faith loses its truthfulness. No? And of course, based on our experience, my experience, your experience, no? Kapag lahat ng gusto mo nasusunod, kapag lahat ng iyong pinaplano na gagawa, no? Sometimes there's a temptation to pride. Sometimes, or most of the times, there's the temptation that we can do it ourselves. Sabi nga sa kanta, all by myself, I wanna be all by myself. No? All by myself. Kaya ko naman pala. No? And then, we water down our prayer life. We water down all those that help us to grow in faith. No? Because all goes well. Kaya nga, mga igsuon, mga brothers and sisters, sabi nga ng isang bishop, I think it says Bishop Bacani, no? When things becomes easy to us and our plans are going well, we do not have persecution, we do not have anyone who tells us this, that, no? Be careful, sabi niya. No? It might be a trap. Baka trap ng demonyo yun, kapatid, para ikaw unti-unti, no? Bumagsak, mawala yung iyong fervor sa iyong spiritual life, pagtuo. Kaya nga minsan, madalas, no? Lalo na sa mga santo, even Saint Veronica Giuliani, no? Her life as a sister, her life as a poor Clares is not easy. No? And she chose to live a life of suffering. Why? Because if your life as a religious, as a Christian, is not always what you need, what you want it to be, but what God wants it to be, no? You will really suffer. You will really be rejected. You will be put aside. And yet, at that moment, your faith shine. Sabi nga, shine, Jesus, shine. No? Your faith shine. Because why? Because suffering purifies our faith. No? While too much goodness, too much doing on our own, even without obedience, no? Doing it automatically by our own, it becomes a trap, no? Trap of the devil for us. So let us ask Saint Veronica Giuliani to help us, no? Find the true faith, not to be too much comfortable, too much easiness in our spiritual life, that it becomes a trap for us to lose our fervor, to lose our faith, and perhaps to lose our vocation. Praise be Jesus and Mary. Ave Maria. If you like this video, subscribe and share. Ave Maria.